Collab time. I had to do it. Guess who?
This week on the track. This week on the track.
This is a Damo track. Shout out to DJ CJ.
This week on the track.
You are now rocking with Raw Radio. Raw Radio. One thing you can't live without. With your host, Raphael, Amy D, and DJ OGGO.
Yo, what up, world? It's your boy, Ra. Welcome to Ra Radio. Man, we got a hot night for y'all, man, and I appreciate the patience. Long overdue. We got Damo on the track. Clap it up, man.
Yeah, man.
The
Yeah,
world's
man.
podcaster getting interviewed by podcasters. He got so much more to him than that, y'all. Can't wait till y'all learn a little bit more about Damo, my brother. Truly feel that we ain't blood, but man, we close. So Unscripted Free Spirits, glad you guys can join us. Hope this week's been full of love, fulfillment, productivity, and we want to build on that with you today. So, hey, we know some of the biggest icons know the importance of keeping positive energy close and a network to elevate their team. So today, welcome to another part of my team, Damo. And we got this Amy D in the building as well, who's going to be dishing the juice. And, you know, she got always the hot topic. So we're going to keep it moving, y'all. Thank you for tuning in last week, too, to our first pilot. It was a success. We had your boy, Big Manny. We had Ray and Black Militia. It was beautiful. We got a lot of good feedback. So we tried to clean up a couple things today, and we're going to elevate. So Unscripted Radio, you hear about an artist each week where we ask them one thing that made the biggest difference to their success, one thing that could have stopped them, the one biggest thing that could have stopped them, and the one thing that's going to keep them elevated and going. So let's build, let's inspire, and let's grow. So Dave, introduce yourself to the world, man, from Brooklyn to Chicago.
Yeah, man. From Brooklyn, from Chicago in Brooklyn. We gotta get that right. From Chicago in Brooklyn. I do it like I do on my show. I go by the undeniable name of Damo, never been a lame O.
I love it.
Podcaster, producer, singer, songwriter, musician. I don't know, pretty much everything list, if that's a word. Yeah, man.
Jack of all trades.
A little bit, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then Damo and I were just talking about that a little before we went live. As far as I've been working with clipping up my own videos recently, you know. The podcast Damo and I kind of got into. Miss D, Amy D got into the podcast. So sometimes you waiting on everybody else to do shit, and you just got to go out there and do it on your own. That's just what it is.
That's literally how I became all of those asterisks, because I honestly just wanted to sing. I didn't have nobody to make music, so I had to teach myself how to make music. I wanted to rap, didn't know, had started recording myself, started, everything I was trying to do. I just did it on my own, man. Moved to New York because wasn't nobody gonna give me no deal in Chicago. So
no, that's a whole nother time. That's a whole nother podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to, they don't want to go there. But yeah, man. So yeah.
Hey man, but you making it work, bro. So we're gonna go over a couple things today, man. Leave majority of the bulk for you, man, honestly, because we want to hear about your story. But we got a hot topic today, and we're gonna kick it off and make it interesting to begin, right? Because we already know you hot on the producing, the hip hop, the R&B, the JB skate. We don't get into all that, but we're gonna start off with a hot topic. But before we get started,
okay,
you got something for us? Anything? Are we
talk to
right
me, Amy D?
I do. So if there was one thing that you could change that's a social norm to be a social norm, what would it be?
Mm-hmm. I honestly think that people should be honest with each other all the time. I feel like it would be really dope if you could like see what somebody is thinking and understand, so you don't have to guess, be awkward. Because I'm just not an awkward guy. So people think I'm weird because I'm not awkward, and everyone else is always tipping around stuff. They're like, I don't know what to say. Should I not say? Am I doing too much? I'm pretty much like, yeah, that's, it is what it is. I just wish everyone could communicate like that. I think love will be better. I think sex will be better. I think business will be better. I think everything will be better if we just legit was on the same page, or at least could communicate honestly.
Take all the sugar coating off and throw it out there raw. Be done.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's real, man. And I've been trying to grow in that aspect, right? Because I'm a nice person, right? I was raised as a gentleman, so sometimes you think when you take the kitty gloves off, you hurt somebody's feelings, but in reality, man, you got boundaries. You're not enabling, and you keeping it real. Because I'd rather you love me for who I am versus somebody I'm not, because over the long term, it ain't gonna pop in any situation.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to build a business or music or some sort of venture together. I can't really work with you if I can't trust what you say, or you don't trust what I'm saying. Like that, we can't really build for real. Yeah,
yep, for sure. So I got mine. So I know within my community, the African American community, especially with males, mental health, bro. So when you start feeling a certain way, a lot of people shy away from actually getting help, third-party help, whether it's holistic, whether it's talk therapy. A lot of companies now provide free therapy because we're in a crazy time. So, but people think they're less of a person, right? Especially males, right? They say men ain't supposed to cry, right? Shout out Felony Davis, right? Public announcement, but It's really crazy, bro, because you've had people that I'm close to and know take their lives. And it could have been that one conversation that could have, if they would have felt confident and comfortable enough to reach out. So if I had one unacceptable social norm that I think is unacceptable, especially within our Black male community, it would be being okay with having feelings, bro, and reaching out to somebody when you get to those lows.
It's true.
So that would be mine, bro.
That's a good one. I've had a couple friends. I'm not a saint or nothing, but to be honest, I talk my mess. I talk my crap. So I've had people call me on some sad stuff, and I'm making my jokes and doing this, but I'm still being honest with my jokes. And I've helped a couple friends kind of like save their life. You know what I'm saying? Just because they were kind of down, and instead of just being like, "That's terrible," I'm like, "Man, you'll be all right, man." You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. And it's weird. I wouldn't suggest that. I'm no therapist, but yeah, that communication about oh my God, yeah, I need, brother.
Yeah, it may have saved my life, bro, because I had a talk therapist for a little bit going through a transition, and it was when I was in a really dark place,
right?
So it made a big difference, you know. So that's mine. What you got?
Man, I took this whole question down a completely different path. Y'all didn't go.
Okay.
So the social norm that I would change is, why do we have to wear clothing? Why do we have to wear clothing in public? Like, if I want to go to the grocery store, why do I gotta put pants on? Why is that a social norm?
Yeah. Hey, you know what though?
I don't know if you can.
He doesn't have
I
a
don't-
reaction for this.
No, I do. I'm just, this y'all show. This was my show. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be all right because this is y'all show. All right. Have you seen how some of these people look naked? Like,
That's the beauty in it, though. It's like uniforms, wearing uniforms to school. Everybody got the same uniform, so you don't judge.
but
Maybe not.
No,
That's not true.
I don't know
That's
if
true.
y'all
You
have.
love each other.
One day I was up really late, and you know how sometimes you just up late and a stupid movie is on, you half sleep, you like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
And it was this movie, maybe you heard of it, I don't know the name. It was literally everybody was naked, literally. And though everybody was naked, the people still separated themselves. Like all the fat people against all the skinny people, or all the saggy people versus all the fit people. Like we still, as humans, had this weird ability, butt naked, to still separate ourselves. And I just thought that was an interesting concept. Don't know what the name of the movie is, whatever, don't even care. But it was interesting now that you say that. Yeah.
I think I need to find this movie. I'm so intrigued about what it's about and why the
Yeah.
separation. I think
Yeah.
it'll bring people together.
Yeah, because I don't know.
You said yeah, Dame, so you agree. It'll bring people together. If everybody was naked, didn't have to wear clothes.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna table this until later.
I do like the concept though. Like I do like
So, but cool,
That's
man.
funny.
So
That's funny.
we're gonna get into a couple questions for you, Damo. We had a little fun,
Okay.
man. We had to break the ice a little bit, loosen
That's
up
fine.
a little bit.
Sure,
I know you
sure.
ain't got your little sip, but maybe later. But what we'll talk through is first off, what's the one most important thing that made everything else less important that you did to get to where you are today?
Wow, the one thing that made everything else less important to get here. Oh man, is it corny to say passion?
No.
Because everyone is like passion this, passion that, but no, I found my actual passion. A lot of times people, I'll make it easy because y'all know. Well, Rob, you don't know, ma'am. I talk a lot. so I'm trying to keep it together. My biggest problem is that I am multi-talented, and I do a little bit of everything, and that was always my problem as a kid. I never knew what I wanted to do. I tried sports, tried this, tried that, never really succeeded in nothing. And for some reason, my mom was always on me about find your passion, find your passion, find your passion. And somehow it found me, just music. And it was the first thing that I could actually spend time on, like you said, and not care about nothing else. I didn't care about what was going on with dating, girls, school, work, nothing mattered. It was like, this music matters. And then once I saw that passion come into fruition, and like you said, he likes the music. Once you guys bop to it, then yeah, I think I got it. And I think if we would encourage kids to kind of try to find what it is that they're good at versus just push them into school and push them into work, then we would have a lot more happier people.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's huge. And I know for passion, sometimes it don't pay the bills right away, man. So
it never pays the bills right away.
Yeah, not right away. But that leads me to my next question. What do you think is the biggest thing that could have stopped you from listening to that pulse and that passion? Like what was that one thing that was almost your Achilles heel, like Troy?
Listening to the outside noise, right? Because the one thing about being in entertainment, the one thing that they always put on you is age. When you're 26, well, you're not the fresh 18-year-old anymore. If you're 36, well, you're not even a 26-year-old anymore. By the time you get 40, you need to hang this up, bro, and just get you a job at UPS and become a manager.
Yep.
And I believe if I would have listened to everybody by this time, I would have had I'm still got a dead end job, but I mean, I would have been stuck in a dead end job position. And then it would have led to all that stuff that we talk about, mental health and craziness. And, I would want to kill myself if I was still just working and, listening to what others said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Thank you for sharing that, man.
Nah, bro, it's truthful. It's the real truth.
So last week, though, we talked a little bit about what's your long-term plan. So if music isn't the long-term plan and it's not sustainable, what is your to-go, or what is your product, or what's your long-term goal?
How do you diversify, like
how are you
Snoop,
gonna
like Snoop
diversify?
and Master P, and
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, you got to get into other businesses. The one thing that I did, well, okay, you could take it a couple different ways. When you're talking about diversifying, me, I've always thought you can always get into teaching. You can always get into the one thing about music is there's a ton of jobs. That's one thing that I do want to say for any listener out there, any person wanting to do entertainment. When you watch a movie, that 15 minutes once the movie is over is credits. Those are all jobs. You know, so for some reason we have this thing where it's like either you become a rapper or plan B, you know, I kind of feel like you can still like, just for instance, prime example, I have a friend that's passionate about baseball. He just never made it to the league or nothing like that. And so he got a job. Boom. He's working his job, working his plan B. I guess this is what, like you said, if you don't succeed, what do you do? I was like, you ever thought about maybe being a person who works in the stats of baseball? Or, you know, just some part of it outside of what it is that you do, because it's still there. It's not like it's over for you if something doesn't work. So I do understand, like I said, the business side as far as diversifying, but I also am one of those people who feel like you can still find what you do in something else, part of what you do.
That's actually a really great point, that there's more than just one individual piece to any business that you're in. And sometimes people forget about that. That's a great point.
100%. And
Yep.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was saying so you know Royalty. You know Thirst.
Yeah.
So I was talking about this last week, how just live performances, you get paid, right? ASCAP on stage, you know, you register it up. You get, even if it's a $5-10 check here and there. Once you see that, I agree with you, Damo. Once you start to see, oh shit, I ain't gotta be like, if I don't become Usher, hey, I still got a career in this. Some kind of way.
So many ways.
It's nuts. Yeah.
There's so many ways. But because, like I said from the beginning, we're never pushed to do what it is that we do, you don't ever find out. You don't ever even understand. And man, every time I watch a movie, I'm just baffled, because it's like, okay, you may not become Denzel Washington, you know, but look at all these people that got paid. Like, million people got paid. Thousands of people are getting checks working in the entertainment industry. Like, what are we doing? You don't, Denzel, he could keep it. Like,
but they're always written off to be nobodies just because their name's at the end of the credits, not the top.
Exactly. And without
them, they probably wouldn't even have a movie.
You already know.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I can say, moving here and getting into the industry a little bit. Obviously not as much, you know, as high as I want to yet, but seeing how it actually works, bananas. Seeing the assistants and the people in the background and the engineers and the producers and the musicians and it's so many jobs. It's so many. Oh man, it's a lot.
Yeah, for sure, man. So look, this is one question that because I know we kind of got your gears going, you know. So I don't know if you got a long session after this or not, but hopefully you're still good. So let's say you wake up tomorrow and you got no limitations in life at all. What would Damo be doing?
Creating. That's it. Literally. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I just want to create. And it's not even just entertainment, but create thoughts, ideas, create businesses, create conversations. Like, I dream of creation, which is why I hate working, because it literally is designed to take your creativity out. You're supposed to show it work, be a workhorse, you know, imagine if you can give that same 40 hours that you give to a job. If you can give yourself 40 hours a week, you could absolutely do anything you want to do. Anything.
That's huge.
It could be something great or something stupid. You could say, I'm going to sleep with Janet Jackson. That's completely stupid. But if I spend the next 40 hours a week on making that happen, I'm not saying I can do it, but I can get there. Get close.
Oh, God. Hey, that's your next show. If you come up with a show, 40 hours a day, 40 hours a week to sleep with Janet Jackson.
Tell you. 40 hours? To do anything.
Like, what would you plot to get there?
I'm saying 40 hours. You had 40 hours.
The situation to back into
Oh my
it.
God!
Hey,
that's what the one thing book. That's what inspired this podcast. The one thing, and you work backwards. What can I do in a year to get to Janet Jackson? What can I do in a month? What can I do in a week? What can I do every day? Boom, you're good. Domino effect.
That's it.
Yep. So I love it,
buy
man.
them concert tickets first.
I love it. Right. So we gonna get into the music, man. So what song you want the world to hear right now? I know they're gonna have to get all of Skate 107 because it's a groove, bro, all the way through. So you did a hell of a job on it. But what song should we let them play? And maybe give a little backstory on what song you want us to play, the creation of it, who was involved, if it was only you, whatever.
I but do the what's the second link I sent I forgot the name of it.
Let me see. We got, so you shot us over. We got Miss Neek, and then you got a playlist.
Okay.
For your Skate 107.
Oh, I sent you the wrong link, but we can play the Miss Neek song again. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna get into that.
It's an easier link. Real quick, this for people that don't know, I'm Damo. No, but skate music is music that you roller skate to. It's it was the specific style is called JB skating music. Were you gonna ask me questions, or should I say this first?
No, I would just throw it out there, bro. Yeah.
Okay. People skate. You know, obviously, there's always music being played when you skate. In Chicago, there's a specific style called JB skating. It's rooted out of the dance moves of James Brown. That's why it's called JB skating. So the foot moves and all of the stuff is kind of James Brown-esque. And so what we did is, not me, but I'm part of like that origin or whatever. We created our own music for those moves and for that sound, and that's what we do. And this is one of the songs from the latest album called Skate 107. And it was a collaborative track with me and Miss Neek, who is the only female skate music producer in Chicago. So it's pretty dope, man. And so it was fun. And yeah, hope you guys like it.
Yeah, let's get into it. Thank you, man. Good intro. Look at you, boy. You rehearsed for this, didn't you? Nah, you didn't.
This guy.
That's what happened when you interview a podcaster. He's already ready. All right, let me get into this. Do It. Damo featuring Miss Neek.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Miss Neek on the track. Miss Neek on the track.
This is a Damo track. Shout out to DJ CJ.
Miss Neek on the track.
And that's only a small taste of Skate 107. When I tell y'all, I spent
We can't hear you.
like literally. Can you hear me, Damo?
Yeah, I got you.
Let me tell you this, brother. We spent, I'm talking about the last 3 days, repeat. I played Skate 107 when I was working out, Skate 107 when I was logging in for the 9 to 5. You know, dude, when I tell you the samples, the live music, the way you go from hip hop to R&B singing to whatever, the breaks, everything, that it was nuts, bro. So I will highly encourage, I'm gonna put it in the comments right now, the links that Damo just sent me. Please do yourself a favor. And if you love it, I paid $50 for this album.
No,
I think what was it, like $9.99, $12, something like that? Dude, I paid. I was drinking a little bit. I had a couple beverages, spirits, and I said, "Damn, I'm gonna pay $50 for this joint, man." And I did, because we gotta support our own, man. Last week I told you guys how I support Black Militia. I get a lot of their gear. You see, I got the hat on. I got the I got the tee on. So I'm all about supporting our own. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something entrepreneurial, like, I'm all about that, man. So I love it, man. So anything in closing, bro, before we get to my release of Take It Slow, my dance video.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I dance a little bit too, but anything to close out.
Well, one, I don't know if she knows it. This dude could skate a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
She know.
Okay. Because I remember we went to the rink and I didn't think he could skate.
Yeah, I know.
Remember
A
that?
lot of people don't think I can skate, dude.
Yeah. He put the skates on. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta get some. Hey, Damo, I did the dirty though, bro. I bought some Chicago skates.
Oh my God.
I know. Don't judge me, man. But as long as I get some new wheels, though, should I be cool? Just get the new wheels with the boot, or do I gotta spend the money? I gotta pay the money.
Yeah.
All right. My ankles was hurting. I'm like, no, this don't feel the same like the dude. They don't make Dominions no more, bro. They don't make Dominion skates.
They don't. That's the skate I've used my whole life. I cannot replace my skate. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I spent the money. I know I'm not supposed to do this. My fault. I know I got to ride somewhere. I ended up getting about 2 or 3 pairs of skates. I'm pissed. Why? I don't know. I don't have them on me. I typically got them like right here. My bad. But yeah, man, my skates was $600.
I know, bro. That's why I didn't pay for them at first. So I got to get them.
Oh my God.
Did you get the right L's? Did you get the right L's?
Yes, the old big floppy. Oh.
All right. I'm getting the timer. We got to keep it moving. But no, man. Hey, Dave, it's been a pleasure, bro. And I'm going to end with some positive energy before we hop into my single from Basket Case, Take It Slow. Dame and I got a joint too we're working on, so be prepared. But I listened to a Bryson Tiller interview on DJ Khaled's The One podcast, the first one.
Yeah.
So he told me, similar to your story, Dame, not exactly, but he was at the end, bro. UPS, I think he was spinning work at, bro.
I'm telling you.
And he was at the end. He was sleeping in his baby mama's apartment with her mom, and he asked to borrow, I think, $300, bro, for like maybe some software, a mic, little cheap stuff.
Right.
And he Bryson now because he followed his passion.
I'm telling you,
he followed his passion. So maybe you can't be a Bryson Tiller or get to that level, but I'm gonna tell each and every one of you guys. At the end of the day, Amy brought it up earlier as a great quote. The elevator to success is out of order. It's one step at a time. The elevator is out of order. The elevator to success is out of order.
Okay.
It takes one step at a time. And Amy, she found that, so I'm gonna give her that credit. But it lined up with what we talk about, right?
Yes.
Double, triple down on what you really love. And if you can't do it full time right away, you need to be spending some time throughout each day to get that done.
Mm-hmm. And then, we only get one life, man. You can't come back. You can't come back and do it again, And, that's a little bit sadder, but more than that, it's the truth. We have seen people pass, and we have seen, and we are getting older. It's like, at what point do you follow what you want to do? Do you wait till you're 40? Do you wait till you're 50? Do you wait till I'm going to be 70? When I'm 75, I'm going to do it. So.
Hey, well, the founder of Grey Goose, he started it at 70-something, 80-something. Grey Goose founder? Kentucky Fried Chicken, man?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
You're never too old.
Yeah. He was old when he started, so you're never too old, but
never too old.
But you don't know when your next day gonna come. So whatever you do, if it's 5 minutes today, write down what you want to accomplish, start taking action one day at a time, and just keep moving. Because the moment you start to feel that you can't do it or there's doubt, that's when you should keep going. Because that's when most people give up. That's when most people throw their hands up.
At that at that last moment.
At that last moment, man, when you racing, you got to run through the finish line. So that's it. We're going to leave it with that, Damo, man. It's been a pleasure, bro. We're going to pop in and take it slow. Hope y'all enjoy, and see you next Wednesday. Thank you, brother.
For sure, man.
You going to stay on and enjoy with us for a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So this is a new single? What is this?
Yeah, take it slow. This from my album, Basket Case. So it's my epilogue, bro. It has all kind of emotions in it. I mean, you're involved with one of the songs from it that we're going to cut, and it's going to be awesome. But it takes you from the springtime when everything growing to the darkest times when everything's dying and your rebirth. So that's kind of the vibe. But take it slow. It's at the early stage. It's when you taking it slow with your girl and you courting her, and she got to leave her old dude. You got to leave you know how it goes. But we gonna play it, and it's a little bit of dancing too. So I hope y'all enjoy it.
Okay, cool.
Take it slow, y'all. Yep.
did to her. Said you've been hurt before and rather be alone. Ain't worth the stress to settle for less. So I pulled the chair out and just said, take it slow. She learned once, she won't learn twice. What the girl wants, she gon' get it right. Whatever you did to her, I get the brunt of that. Pass a role place. And when the wine set in and the manifest is gone, saddle up, got the body of a stallion mind, just like myself, the Empire State of Mind. She go and get the bag, snakes up in the grass, 48 lost high. Nothing like the last, no deception. Dagger when she speaks her mind. Baby, say less. I'm about to take my time. So she been hurt before, be alone. Ain't worth the stress to settle for less. So I pulled the chair out and just said, take it slow.
I ain't gon' fall for it, making a big noise to the peak of the mountain when I let you in. Take it slow.
Promise when I get in.
But who says I'm gonna let you in? Cause we can be friends, then we see where that shit goes.
Need to know now. I was built to hold it down.
That's what the last one said when life said and he crumbled down. He stopped paying your bills, started taking pills. He couldn't take it no more, walked up out that door. So if I let my guard down and you walked out, that's 6 toes down, we both old now. Gotta be home before you get that crown.
Said she been hurt before, ain't rather be alone. Ain't worth the stress to settle for less. So I pulled the chair out and just said, take it slow.
I ain't gon' fall for it, making a big noise to the peak of the mountain when I let you in. Take it slow.
I'm here to fuck you, no pressure. You deserve more, he was extra. The finer things like diamond rings. It's never Dutch, I'm your payback, baby girl, cuddle up. Santa Monica, sunsets, hold hands, I'm enough for ya. My sweetheart, let's make plans. Just take it slow, take it slow.
Take it slow. I don't wanna rush no more. Baby, take it slow. I need to trust you.
All right, y'all. Have a great evening. Thanks, Damo. Amy D. Love you. We out.